Hello and welcome to our channel, or welcome back if you've been before. Our names are Susan and Jeff. We come from England, but we've lived in Bulgaria for the last 10 years. We live in a rural village about half an hour from the Black Sea coast. In this video, we'll be comparing Sunny Beach and Nessebar, which are quite close to our home, with Antalya in Turkey, where we recently went on holiday. There are timestamps underneath the video. Antalya is quite a large province, so I've included Nessebar alongside Sunny Beach to make the comparison a little bit more fair. This is our third road trip into Turkey. In this instance, we are going to be spending a week with our family who are flying over to visit Turkey from England. People love to come to Turkey to shop. Our 4 grandchildren had an amazing time and came home with a suitcase full each of fake designer goods. These items are the best we could do after haggling. In Bulgaria, no one expects you to haggle.
Only 20 in the beginning of the season.
We were really quite disappointed with Turkey. So many people had told us it was very cheap, but after living in Bulgaria, where everything is so reasonably priced, we just didn't find it so at all. The locals told us they were having an economic crisis. There was very high inflation, hence everyone wanted our euros rather than their local currency. Of the 2 places, we definitely found Bulgaria cheaper for clothes and gifts. We absolutely loved the Turkish food. We especially liked the fact that they use a lot of lamb and that they use a lot of spices. The Bulgarians mostly use pork and chicken.
Oh, wow.
They also use a lot of cheese. We love traditional Bulgarian food, and we are able to eat out quite a lot because prices here are so reasonable. We decided that the food in Turkey was even nicer than Bulgaria, but the food in Bulgaria was definitely cheaper than Turkey. We absolutely love the traditional entertainment that takes place in Sunny Beach and Nessebar in summertime. Much of it is free and you can even join in. We also thoroughly enjoyed the Turkish entertainment, very different than what we're used to. We had a great time. This is just a snippet of the entertainment that both places had to offer. Both places have an awful lot of entertainment available in the summertime for tourists. There are some beautiful beaches on the Black Sea coastline, and the sea is very clean and lovely and warm in summertime. Antalya also had beautiful beaches, and the Mediterranean was lovely and warm. But I'm going to give Antalya the thumbs up on this one because the coastline was much more rugged, and I love rugged coastlines. You could even see the mountains from the sea, which I thought was amazing. The two old towns of Nessebar and Antalya have got a lot in common. Both have narrow streets with interesting, beautiful architecture and lots of Roman remains. There are even remains dating back before Roman times. You'll notice that the architecture here is very similar to Nessebar. This is because Bulgaria was occupied by the Ottomans for over 500 years. Both towns are very pretty. However, there was a downside to Antalya, and that was that the floor was extremely slippy. It was like glass. The tour guide told us all to wear trainers, however I hate trainers and it was very hot. It was only when we got here I realised why he'd said this. It really was dangerous, especially on the steps if you weren't wearing shoes with a good tread. So for this reason, I'm going to give Nessebar the thumbs up on this one, and if you do visit Antalya, then wear shoes with a good tread. As a family, we all thoroughly enjoyed the different excursions that Antalya had to offer. With regard to this boat ride, for example, Sunny Beach does have boats, but they do tend just to go from A to B. Whereas on this trip, we saw a waterfall, we saw caves, it was just so much more interesting. Antalya was brilliant for our teenage grandsons. They absolutely loved it. They went diving, there was a submerged village in the ocean, they went horse riding, they went on a safari jeep, they did other water sports. They absolutely loved it. There are obviously lots of things to do around Sunny Beach. There's a very large water park, there's a fun fair, you can even go and watch fire dancing. One of our grandsons even went skydiving, bless him. However, in our experience, Antalya seemed to have more of a handle on promotion and presentation of the various activities and excursions on offer. As mentioned, we've lived here for 10 years now, but we've been visiting Bulgaria for 20. So I can say with reasonable accuracy that the summers here were very similar to what we've experienced in Turkey on our 3 visits. However, Antalya was much more humid, which meant we sweat a lot more. So for this reason, I'm giving Bulgaria the thumbs up. We stayed at the Labranda Excelsior side. It's about an hour away by bus from Antalya town. Absolutely beautiful resort. This isn't a sponsored post, by the way. We really had a good time. The staff were very, very friendly. The food was very, very good. The rooms were comfortable. The bed was comfortable. The pool was lovely. Everything about it was amazing, to be quite honest. And for the price, especially so. There was as much as you wanted to eat. There was food everywhere throughout the day, and also down at the beach. They had their own beach, and as much as you wanted to drink. We paid an amazing £400 each for this resort, all inclusive, per week. Comparisons to Bulgaria? Well, in the 20 years that we have spent here in Bulgaria, we've stayed in numerous hotels. The quality has differed drastically, as the price point, but we never actually stayed in an all-inclusive. So what I did was to compare with similar all-inclusive hotels in Sunny Beach. Prices in Sunny Beach are actually higher at the moment, which surprised us as prices in general are lower here. Or it could just be that we got a real bargain, so I suggest you shop around. Travel also is cheaper than Bulgaria. My son flew to Antalya from London in August, and my friend came to visit me in Burgas, which is the nearest airport to Sunny Beach, also in August. You can, of course, get package tours to Sunny Beach, which will include your flights, which would probably be quite a bit cheaper. A couple of important insights and observations regarding booking accommodation in Antalya. First of all, beware of fake reviews. Anyone can leave a review on TripAdvisor. So also take a good look at reviews that are written by actual travellers on the various travel companies where you can only leave a review if you've actually stayed there, such as Expedia. And be aware when travelling to Turkey that things tend not to have a fixed price. Hence, I haven't been able to show the price tags on much of the things we've actually bought from Turkey. Be prepared to huddle. And bear in mind that prices vary widely. So for example, the 2 t-shirts we bought, we went back an hour later to buy another one and they had doubled in price. Also be aware of scamming. So for example, on the excursions we went on, there was a number of people offering to take our photographs at an extortionate price. We had a great time in Antalya and it was wonderful to see our family. However, of the 2 places, we do feel safer and more comfortable in Bulgaria. We now see it as our home.